And over the last 2 years, Clark, we have seen an explosion of talent from Canada.
Tell you what, you go back to the mid-2000s, Steve Nash is winning those back-to-back MVPs. That's certainly part of it, but I really think a generation of players picked up the game, seeing guys like Steve Nash, and then the influx of great Canadian collegiate players going on to NBA success has certainly continued to keep that pipeline going.
And then Washington with the dunk.
Boy, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. He's got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
Brooks against Washington. It's stolen by Davis. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Here's Williams. Count it. And now that's 11 points for Williams.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Green passes to Holiday. And Davis sends it back.
A two-way star, AD has led the league in shot block.
Oh, my goodness. Come on now.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Down low. Here's Washington over Holiday. Washington, that's good. Washington's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just muscling his way through the contact. How about the strength from Washington?
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Reeves against Washington. Brooks outside. Holiday with the three. Here's Adams. And Davis sends it back. The pass to Exum. Williams kicks to MP. Here's Exum. On the wing, Williams. The dish now to MP. Here's Davis. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Houston's got 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. Here's Reeves. Sinks that one from the post.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Pass to Washington. On the wing, MP. And here's Exum. He feeds it to Davis. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Well, what a great effort that time by Davis. Just never gave up on it. Worked through tough defense and still found a way to get it up and down.
Mavericks making a switch here. Marshall's checked in.
And right from the get-go, they stood out as the better team. Their hunger to dominate and play for each other was outstanding.
4 down.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And making the right plays when necessary, closing out this club for the second time this season. This victory gives them a 2-0 lead with 2 left against Houston.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Anthony Davis.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And finished off by Davis.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
On the wing, Reeves. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Dallas on defense. Reeves the pass to Green. Another shot. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And it's really a tale of two quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
Marshall deciding where to go with it. It's stolen by Green. Holiday against MP. Holiday. Rebound by Marshall. Williams passes to MP. Over to the left wing. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long, everyone.
We made this easy, but no matter how difficult or tricky the question, this year's 2K TV Interactive Wizard answered correctly. So congratulations, Radiant Bowl 8965.
And finally, you voted, and now it's time to reveal who you chose to receive the coveted title, Top Play of the Year.
Over the last 7 seasons, you submitted your plays. The best were up for a community vote, and it all comes down to one.
All the way back from season 1, your
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard. A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Hunter in at the 3. And for Dallas, Najee Marshall is out there with Davis. Then it's Kyrie Irving, then it's MP, and it's Lively in at the 5. Well, at this point of the season, the identity and merit of each team is becoming more and more clear, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed. I mean, we have a good understanding of who the real contenders are. But there always seems to be a dark horse team that makes a push in the second half of the season. Anything can happen.
Davis, the pass to MP. Here's Marshall, covered by Mobley. Marshall with the bucket.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Allen, and it's Allen who slams it home.
You know what? That's all about hustle and a nose for the basketball. Tremendous job on the offensive glass by Jared Allen.
Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Outside Mitchell. Outside Garland. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, that's the ball handling skills of Darius Garland on full display. This guy is skilled at creating opportunities.
Lively passes to Marshall. Up and in on the layup. Marshall's gotten his second bucket.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Mobley finds Garland. Here's Mitchell. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Sinks it from distance. Irving's got 5 points.
And Kyrie is a threat from anywhere beyond the arc, including those corners.
Garland, the pass to Hunter. Back to Garland. Mavericks with the rebound. And this matchup with the Cavaliers, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they were able to come away with wins in both games last season. Impressive, to say the least.
And these two teams could easily end up meeting to decide the NBA championship. Tonight could be a preview of something with more on the line down the road.
Allen, the pass to Mitchell. And he banks in the layup.
Mitchell does not let that 6'1" frame deter him from going in the paint. This guy has got so much confidence.
Pass to Lively. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Garland against MP. Garland, no good.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Down low. Here's Lively. Nice D from Allen.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. And guys, Coach stated the number of different ways that Donovan Mitchell can be productive. The emphasis for this defense is going to be limiting his touches throughout the game and trying to trap him when they can. It's a tall task for the defense. BA?
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track. He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Just 5 on the clock. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Garland, the pass to Hunter. They shoot again. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Mavericks?
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
And that one's good. Davis.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Allen. Excellent D there from Lively. Dallas leading by 8. And he's going for the oop here. And Davis slams it home.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Davis against Mobley. Davis, the pass to Marshall. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
Shooters have got to be careful and understand Evan Mobley is an elite shot blocker. He's going to let you feel him now, guys. Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Well, you look at Evan Mobley, Doris, so agile for his size.
This is a young man, Brian, with so much upside. Defensively, he can guard on the perimeter, slides his feet, keeps his balance, contests without fouling, and he's growing every repetition on the offensive end. I can't wait to see his future.
And so it's Allen who brings up the ball for Cleveland. Trailing by 10, Cleveland calls timeout.
That's a good timeout. They just can't hit anything.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. If you look at the Mavericks, they've been outstanding halfway through this season, looking cohesive and playing for one another.
Well, right now for the Mavericks, not exactly a team that was considered elite coming into this year. But wow, they have taken this league by storm.
They weren't on anyone's radar, let's be honest, before the season began. But they've put themselves square in the conversation now.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Here's Irving. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
I think one of the things you have to be in awe of is how creative and how elusive Kyrie Irving is to deal with when he's cooking offensively. This guy truly a remarkable talent.
Gafford, he's checked in for Dallas. Washington comes in for Marshall. Strus the pass to Mobley. Here's Jerome. To stop the run. Back to Mobley. Over Gafford. Here's Allen. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
Tremendous effort from Allen, one of the top offensive rebounders in the game.
Shoots from 12, and that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Back to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
The ease with which the game comes to Evan Mobley. My goodness, it's fun watching this guy play above the rim.
Irving goes in. Misses from close range. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Here's Jerome. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Okoro on the wing. And he lobs it up. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Pass to Washington. And he buries his first look.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Jerome passes to Okoro. Here's Allen. Another shot. The shot no good. Nice D from Gafford.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Lets a floater go. Count that bucket. Irving's got 13.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Jerome passes to Okoro. And Davis with the block.
That's what happens when you challenge Davis. He can be so disruptive as a defender.
They swipe it. Okoro outside. Outside Strus. Fires for 3. Washington grabs the miss.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Davis misses.
His defensive talent, such a gift for his squad.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
And they get it back. Let's go with a three. Jerome, no good. Dallas leading by 16. Pass to Washington. On the wing, MP. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Here's Irving. Off the window, it's good. 15 points in the game.
Very hard to stop Kyrie Irving once he has his rhythm. Now he's relentless, seeking out some buckets.
Okoro with the ball. Washington's there. From deep, Mobley. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Irving. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Irving. Outside Strus. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Davis. Here they come with numbers in transition. Pass to MP, right wing. The three from Washington. And the Mavericks, another three.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here's Okoro. Inside, Mobley. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
Here's Washington. Soft touch off the glass. Washington's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Mobley with it. Last game with 30. Elbow shot. It doesn't go for him. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks of 25 big ones as we head into the next period. And their defense has stood.
13.
Substitution here for Dallas. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Anthony Davis comes in for Thompson. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Exum. And MP subbed in for Dinwiddie. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Evan Mobley, he's checked in for Allen. Okoro comes in for Tyson. Strus, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Jerome subbed in for Darius Garland. They've got Daniel Gafford. Kyrie Irving out there with MP. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Davis in at the power forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
Yeah, when Davis gets that kind of positioning inside, he is pretty much automatic.
Mobley outside. Here's Jerome, covered by MP. Jerome passes to Mobley. Gets it to go. His 2nd make in 6 tries.
Man, that is a big-time tough finish. Evan Mobley doesn't back down.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, "We have each other's backs." That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt. Waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie. Strus' shot is off.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Davis finds Irving. Now here's MP. Washington right side. Uses the glass on the layup. Washington's got 11 points.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Okoro outside. Gafford against Mobley. It's rebounded by Dallas.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
On the wing, Davis. Hunter covering. And that one's good. Davis.
I like when Davis knocks down those jumpers. It forces the defense to leave the paint and really spaces the court.
Here's Jerome, covered by MP. Okoro, no good. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Irving. Takes a 13-footer. Another one falls for Dallas.
What a masterful performance from Kyrie Irving. He's over a decade into his career. He can still take over a game.
They double him with MP. Okoro on the wing. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And it's Washington missing. Cleveland has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Jerome. To get back on track. Okoro, no good. Dallas has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Right side, Irving. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Irving's got 21.
Well, Kyrie may be the best finishing guard in the history of the game. His ability to contort his body or spin the basketball, ridiculous.
Strus the pass to Mobley. And no good.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Here's Washington. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
And Cleveland's shooting just around 41% in the second. Here's Jerome. And Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. Davis finds Irving. Pulls up at the elbow. Another one falls for Dallas.
Yeah, just late help on the defensive side. I mean, just another breakdown for them.
And I'll tell you.
And so it's Dallas just dominating the opposition as they maintain. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he's been everywhere.
He took a head-on approach in the first half, going straight at the D and drawing fouls.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
On the court right now for Cleveland. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Hunter in at the 3 slot. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
And it's good. 2 points. Irving's got 25 points in the game.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Tries it from 19. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Davis has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And that one's good. Irving.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Pass to Mitchell. Looking to get back on track. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists now in this one.
We have seen from Darius Garland, he has a real talent for making his teammates look good. Pretty pass there.
Irving against Garland. And again, Kyrie Irving. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
Mobley down low. Davis on him. Mobley, no good. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 3 in the second half. Here's MP. Here's Lively. Kicks it out to MP. To the middle. Marshall passes to Davis. 6 to shoot. Irving for 3. And the Mavericks, another three.
This guy lives out there. Irving, one of the best three-point shooters in the game.
Pass to Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Irving goes in. That one's good for two. Irving's got 11 points here in the second half.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And here's Allen, covered by Lively. Lively against Allen. And stolen by Irving. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Throws it up high. And finished off by Davis.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. And the shot's good.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Pass to Mitchell. Jacks up a three. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got 5 assists tonight.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Here's Marshall. Hunter covering. Marshall with the bucket. Marshall's got 14 points for the game.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, why settle for the layup when you can finish with authority? Mr. Allen on the dunk.
Doris, back in January 2023, Donovan Mitchell became the 5th player to ever score 71 in a game.
Think about this, Brian. Just Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, and David Robinson had done it before Donovan Mitchell. Incredible company he keeps.
Oh, get you some!
Show us some power.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Irving, the pass to Lively. It's Exum on the wing. And it's in there. Exum's got his first points of the night.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
On the wing, Mitchell, covered by MP. And it's blocked by Davis.
No chance. Davis, just too much to handle on the defensive side.
Irving finds MP. Back to Irving. Here's Lively. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. Lively's got his second basket of the night.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Garland against Irving. Pass to Tyson. Outside for Mitchell. The 3 is up. Connects from downtown. Mitchell's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Irving looking around. Drives to the hoop. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 36 points.
Well, put it on the deck, get into a gap, and get a bucket. That is Kyrie Irving at his best.
Davis against Mobley. Davis, the pass to MP. And he's going for the lob. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Right side Garland to the paint. And Mobley throws it down.
The unspoken communication on the alley-oop, and Evan Mobley making his teammate look good.
Garland against Irving. Another one falls for Dallas.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Mitchell against MP. Mitchell, the pass to Garland. There's the block.
Well, on top of the length he provides and athleticism, there are the shot-blocking instincts of Derek Lively. Wow.
Pass to Irving. Oh, and Mobley with the block. And that one's good. Davis.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
From deep, Mitchell. The Mavericks pull it in. Davis has got his 16th rebound on the night. The ball's knocked loose. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. And when you talk about efficiency, these are the guys that come to mind. Here are the league's best shooters so far. Anthony Davis on top. Second, Kyrie Irving.
The shooting has been phenomenal from both of these guys this season. Just look at the percentages they're maintaining.
Gafford, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Washington comes in for Kyrie Irving. And Mobley gets it to go.
In full-on catch-up mode, they're raining threes right now.
Exum outside. Back to MP. Washington outside. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
On the wing, Strus. He's guarded by Exum. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Gafford with the bucket. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Dallas.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Mobley against Davis. Here's Gafford. And he battles for the ball, gets his second chance bucket. Gafford's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, there was some contact there, but Gafford able to use his size to finish.
Okoro outside. Allen inside. He's guarded by Gafford. And it's Allen who slams it home.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
Exum outside. Back to MP. Here's Davis. Lays it up and banks it in. Davis has got 16 points now.
They have hit the boards hard this half. Those second chance points are mounting up.
And we're going to have a jump ball.
You two players.
It'll be a jump ball.
And here are the Mavericks now. Allen. Davis with the defensive effort. And Davis has got the ball here for the Mavericks. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Memphis, where they'll face the Grizzlies. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Exum left side. On the wing, MP. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots. And it's Dallas scoring again.
Yeah, nice pass by MP. You know, he knows how to run an offense.
Strus the pass to Jerome. Inside. It's stolen by Washington. They push it up 4 on 3. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
Action on the break has fueled them tonight. They're winning the transition battle.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose. There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Pass to Exum. Here he goes. Washington, right side. 5 on the clock. Back to Exum. Takes the 3, and Dallas hits again from deep.
Really good anticipation by Dante Exum. He feels the defense laying off, and he sticks it.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Takes one from 10 feet, and there are the Cavaliers with another bucket. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. To the right side. Washington, right side. And that's basket number 9 for him. He's 9 for 10.
Got his man all tangled up. I mean, serious crossover.
Here's Jerome. No good on the buzzer beater. Kyrie Irving has been on display for Dallas. He's nearing the 40-point mark, just getting whatever shot he wants. We'll be back in a moment. And there. Mavericks with some changes. Gafford, he's checked in for Martin. Exum comes in for Klay Thompson. And MP subbed in for Dinwiddie. That free throw good from Allen. And Doris, you think about the advantage for Jared Allen with that 7'6" wingspan.
BA, this guy is a massive presence in the paint. He's got length, he's got intellect, and he's got incredible anticipation and timing. The other thing is he can absolutely step out on the perimeter and keep a ball handler in front. He is a special defender.
Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. MP is out there with Williams, and it's Exum in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting 69%. I think they're even surprising themselves out there. Williams passes to MP.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
Garland, the pass to Allen. Jerome on the wing. Williams defending. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Mavericks.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, BA, it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And for the year now, they've chalked up 35 wins.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kyrie Irving.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Washington passes to Williams. Yep, count it.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Porter finds Allen. Back to Porter. Strus against Williams to win the run. Mavericks with the rebound. 32 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Down low. Here's Gafford. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Here's Porter, and that'll be Cleveland's ball as it goes out of bounds. Cavs keep possession here.
Substitution on the court.
"12 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Back to Okoro, over to the wing. Here's Tyson. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business. In this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. 4 out.
Welcome to the annual 2K TV Awards Show.
We've seen some fierce competition in NBA 2K25. All of you have shown up and made this community the absolute best in all of gaming.
And in this episode, we're recognizing all of you that put in the work and rose above the rest in NBA 2K25.
We'll be giving away 10 2K TV Awards.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Derek Lively is out there with Davis. Then there's Irving. Then it's MP. And it's Marshall. In at the 3, the small forward. And for Memphis, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Wells in at the 3 slot. On mid-season, Stan, when you were coaching, would you still try out new plays and tactics and schemes? Or was the recipe set? Was the formula in and that was it?
Well, Kevin, the bulk of what you do is set, but you're always tinkering. And as people start figuring you out, you've got to have counters to what you're doing. So your system is always evolving. You're always trying to get better, and you're always doing new things.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Dallas Mavericks. Here's Irving. And Bane pulls it down. Passes it to Wells. Here's Edey. Morant with it. He had 15 points last outing. Davis with some nice D.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Here's Marshall. And it's in there.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And finished off by Morant.
Yeah, there have been very few players at 6'2" who've played above the rim like Morant.
On the wing, Davis. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Morant drives in. Can't hit from in close. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. MP kicks to Marshall. From 10 feet out, and the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Great instincts from MP. He's shown great potential as a passer in his young career.
Morant against MP. You can see, and coach, you can feel John Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does, and it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, the Grizzlies with another miss.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Pass to Marshall. Edey with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 4. And here is Wells, outside for Jackson. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Irving with it, now defended by Bane. Chalk up 2 there.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies for just a minute. Now, Coach immediately recognized the many talents of Kyrie Irving. One thing he pointed out was not losing Irving on defense. Coach said Irving is just as dangerous without the ball. We can't let him get behind us. We have to make sure someone is on him at all times. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
And Irving can change the course of a game with his ability to shoot the 3.
Morant passes to Bane. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Dallas leading by 9. Here's Irving, and it's Dallas with another.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And here's Moran. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another. Really the story of the game.
Yeah, they just committed too many mistakes at both ends. But credit their opponent for being disruptive.
Now here's Morant. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Here's Jackson. And another miss by Memphis.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough work in the mid-range area.
High, arcing shot. They grab their own miss. And that one's good, Irving.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Morant scanning the floor. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Irving attacking. The Grizzlies pull it in. Last time they came together was in Dallas, where they fell to the Mavericks.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Lively inside. Guarded by Jackson. Lively inside. Jackson on him, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin, and there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Now here's Wells. Nothing on the board. Edie, bucket is good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
On the wing, Davis. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Santi Aldama's checked in for Edie. And then for Dallas, Daniel Gafford comes in for Derek Lively. And it's P.J. Washington in for Anthony Davis. MP against Morant. Outside, Bain. Outside, Jackson. No good on the triple.
All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
So, Stan, the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bain, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those three outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those three guys. That's a great base for the future.
Now, here's MP. After the miss from Desmond Bain. Here's Gafford. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Bain